What are you doing? Rohan still needs you.
No, Héra. They need you. You must lead them now.
First of all, this film is absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and this feels like it fits right in. And given that it's an anime, I was blown away. Now, Gaia, can you share your first encounter with Tolkien's work as a childhood influence, which was a passion for you to for you to see Middle Earth, and eventually brought you to this role? And what aspects of The Lord of the Rings most resonates with you so deeply, leading you to rewatch it multiple times?
Oh gosh, I mean, yeah, I read The Hobbit and then discovered the films. I think it's the fact that the films speak to the human condition, you know, and in every way. And there's beautiful human connections within, you know, all of the films. The characters are wonderful, and I think the beauty of Tolkien is that even though it's a fantasy world, it feels incredibly human. And I feel, to me, that's why they're so rewatchable, because there's aspects of it that I think fit into you know, our lives. And I remember, you know, the first time I saw the films and just wanting to be Éowyn. And I think seeing those when you're a child, and I hope now, you know, having another female character, and especially a protagonist in this, and as the hero, adding to this, you know, adding to the lore of the women and the lore of the Shield Maidens was very exciting. You know,
that's incredible. Now, yeah, Laurence, following up on that, you mentioned that the themes of Tolkien's work continue to resonate due to their reflection of real human life experience. How do you think this film captures those timeless themes through the storytelling?
Well, obviously, you start off with this sense of duty to one's own tribe. And that tribalism is just part of the human story. You know, conflicts tend to start when territories are invaded and tribes go to war. But there's also the sense of like loyalty to one's own family, and those things are always tested in real life. But I think what we've established in the last 24, 48 hours, having been like enveloped in the story of this, the War of the Rohirrim, is that there's another pertinence here and a sort of prophetic element, as Brian said earlier, about, you know, women. Yeah. And, you know, there's moments in this film where like women finally have their moment to not just do the thing that needs to be done, but to get recognition for it. Yeah. And where men are, you know, forced to, quite rightfully, finally listen to our sisters. And what good can come from that?
Absolutely. Well said. Now, Gaia, when you first read the script for this film, what elements made you feel emotionally connected to the story and your character, Héra? Héra. I hope I said that correctly.
Héra, yeah. Héra. I mean, it's such a rich story. The script is so beautiful. I think it was very much that a woman's voice or a young girl's voice that is silenced at the beginning of the film is finally heard, and that's when things start to turn around. It, to me, very much mirrored Éowyn, mirrored the I am no man moment in The Return of the King.
My favourite moment.
My favourite moment.
Me too.
And I just think, you know, she's such a three-dimensional character. There's so much going on there. And what I loved most about her was that she is allowed to be vulnerable, and she actually, her vulnerability is a source of her strength, because it allows her to remain compassionate and true to her morals and values, and not be overtaken by anger and fear like Wolf is.
Right, right. Now, Laurence, your character experiences inner conflict and navigates family tension. Can you talk about the balance between loyalty to Rohan and his disagreement with King Helm?
Well, that is the conflict that I found personally as Laurence, like something I could not relate to. You know, if I was so assured of myself that what I believed was the right thing to do, or the right course of action was this thing that I'm, you know, advocating, and then someone disagreed with me, I'm going to get quite hot-headed. But he has this sense of duty and honor to himself, and the codes of conduct and the chain of command that he has to obey, that he just has a degree of nobility that I now find myself looking up to. I think, wow, you can just wait for your time. You have to be patient. You have to be stoic when you need to be. And eventually you'll have your time to do the thing that is right for the people you love. And of course, he does.
Yeah. The slogan for friendship is be more like Fred.
Yeah, be more like Fréaláf. Yeah.
I can't wait for fans to see this. I mean, this is perfect for anybody that isn't even familiar with Lord of the Rings. also people that love Lord of the Rings. So thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Fantastic film. Congratulations.
Thank
so
you
much for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank
Have a lovely
you.
day.
Fear took hold of Wolf's men. Whispers spread that Helm Hammerhand was human no more. A terror born of madness and grief.